What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And Fabrizio Romano has claimed that Liverpool have made Alexis MacAllister, the World Cup winning Brighton midfielder, their top transfer target alongside Bayern Munich's Ryan Gravenberch. I already made a video detailing the Gravenberch story 2 days ago, so make sure to watch it after this video if you haven't already, to be up to date on what kind of player Ryan Gravenberch is. But in this video we will take a look at Alexis MacAllister and also all the transfer rumors regarding Liverpool FC and all the latest news about Liverpool FC. So if you enjoy these videos, get this video to 200 likes and also let me know in the comments below which country are you watching from and what would be your top 3 midfielder signings in the summer transfer window if you were in charge of Liverpool. And keep it realistic. Remember, Liverpool only have around 250 million pounds to spend, depending on how much money we can generate from player sales. And Fabrizio Romano has revealed that Liverpool have made MacAllister and Gravenberch their top 2 transfer targets, but that's not enough. I think even if we sign these 2 players for a combined 87-90 million pounds, we still need another world-class midfielder, somebody like Mason Mount, who should come in also for maybe a cut price deal to really rebuild the Liverpool midfield, an area which has been neglected by the Liverpool transfer team, probably because of the lack of funds. Because if you look at how much money Liverpool spent on their forward line, it's well into the 150 million category. We signed Darwin Núñez for 85 million alone, Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota, Cody Gakpo. We spent a lot of money on forwards, and if we spent even like half as much on really good midfielders, Liverpool wouldn't have had as bad of season as this season. Recent reports have indicated that Brighton want around 60 million pounds for MacAllister in the summer transfer window, and Bayern Munich are holding out for 25 million for a want-away Gravenberch, who had enough of sitting on the bench at Bayern. He wants to play, he wants to start for a club trying to, of course, get back into the Champions League. Hopefully next season Liverpool will be able to get back into the Champions League. And Fabrizio Romano has claimed that Liverpool will sit down and have direct talks with Alexis MacAllister. We already met with Ryan Gravenberch's dad, who basically is acting as his agent, and also the Liverpool representative traveled to the Netherlands to sit down with Gravenberch's dad. But we are about to sit down with Alexis MacAllister and his representatives. According to Fabrizio Romano, this is what he said in his column: Liverpool will have direct talks with Alexis MacAllister over a summer move. He has made it clear to Brighton that he will leave in the summer, and the move could happen shortly after the end of the season. Chelsea are also interested, but MacAllister is not one of Chelsea's priorities. Chelsea are looking to move on a lot of players before they can think about signing more, because they are in a big hole when it comes to financial fair play. Another midfielder appreciated by Liverpool is Ryan Gravenberch, Fabrizio Romano continued, who is unsettled at Bayern Munich. He's not happy with his lack of playing time, and he will hold talks with the club towards the end of the season, though Bayern rate him very highly and hope that he will stay, despite rumors to the contrary. I'm not sure Liverpool are ready to let Joao Matip go, Fabrizio Romano said. He has always been appreciated by Jurgen Klopp on and off the pitch, so he could still have a role to play at Anfield. These kind of decisions will be made in the next few weeks. And I think it's very promising that Liverpool are sitting down with Alexis MacAllister to hold direct talks about his future. And even though Chelsea and Man United have been linked with MacAllister as well, they don't really need him as much as Liverpool desperately want him and need him. So I think it's a really good sign that Liverpool are in direct talks with MacAllister, or we will sit down with him this week to talk directly with him over a summer transfer, because MacAllister is, I think, the player that has bags of potential. He's still only like 24 years old and he can still improve a lot, and he has been one of the best players of Brighton alongside Solly March and Mitoma. And Brighton have been absolutely flying recently. I mean, they are above Liverpool in the table, which says it all. MacAllister's current market value is around 45 million euros, but I think he will go for a lot more because of the Premier League tax, MacAllister's statistics this season is he has 10 goals in 30 games and 2 assists, which is pretty impressive. But what I like about him is that he's still only 24 years old. He's still, really like developing and growing, and he's about to enter the best years of his career. And he was one of the most instrumental players in Argentina winning the World Cup. But even last season he had a decent season, scoring 5 goals and getting 4 assists in 36 games for Brighton. But he really stood out in the World Cup, scoring a goal and getting an assist as well. And what I really also like about MacAllister is that he has Irish and Scottish heritage. His great-great-grandfather was from Scotland and great-great-grandmother was from Ireland, I believe, or something like that. And his style of play would really suit Liverpool. And Liverpool desperately need a playmaking, creative, box-to-box midfielder who can dictate the play. And he has been playing a lot of games for Brighton. Usually he's not very injury prone. And he's in his 4th season in the Premier League, so he's already very experienced. But he's yet to win a major trophy in club football. And after winning the World Cup, I'm sure that he's hungry to win a major trophy in club football. And I mean, with Brighton, does he have a realistic chance of winning a big trophy? I'm not sure. Brighton won't win the Premier League anytime soon, and also not maybe the Conference League. That's the best that they can hope for, or the Europa League. But in the Champions League, Brighton wouldn't be. I mean, that would be the biggest miracle in football, because Brighton, I don't think they ever played in Europe. One of his best qualities is his tactical awareness and how he sees on the pitch. He's detecting spaces and also rivals' weaknesses. Alexis MacAllister tends to perform in the left-hand side of the midfield area. Even though he's right-footed, he's operating between the lines in a larger space provided by the width of Brighton's system. And he has great technical skills when receiving in those tight spaces. He possesses a very good first touch. He manipulates the ball well, and he can easily play at different velocities. He can slow the game down when it's needed. He can speed it up, recycling the possession with low tempo passes, timing the attack, or accelerating the play in the final third. The last aspect of his game has given great results to Brighton, making the difference when he receives the ball between the rivals' midfield and defense. He can use his outrageous vision to find his teammates in open spaces. His associative style of play allows him to quickly combine and progress in tight spaces, trying to find the opposition's penalty area and trying to find his teammates in that penalty area, being able to open up defenses by short passes, leading to goal scoring opportunities, goal creating actions is what Alexis MacAllister is all about. And in an even better team than Brighton, and hopefully Liverpool will be a better team than Brighton is this season. Hopefully Alexis MacAllister will get even more chances to score goals, get assists. For Argentina in the World Cup, Alexis MacAllister was played in a different role. He was more a workhorse in the midfield. He was given more defensive duties, defensive responsibilities, but he passed that test with flying colors. He played a lot of minutes, he played a lot of games, and he was instrumental, as I said, in Argentina winning their first World Cup since, I think, 1986. But to give a fair and balanced review of Alexis MacAllister's, strengths and weaknesses, we have to talk about his weaknesses. His physicality may be one of his weakness. In the defensive phase, sometimes strong players, fast players, can go past him without a lot of resistance. So Alexis MacAllister, of course, likes to play with at least one out-and-out defensive midfielder. Fabinho and Bajcetic are our two best options. I would still deploy Jordan Henderson in the defensive midfield role more often, but I definitely think that Alexis MacAllister would be playing further forward, either on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side of the midfield. His short size may be a disadvantage as well on corners, free kicks, set pieces, and maybe he's not as physical as some other players. But another aspect that draws attention is his decision-making when having space to advance forward. He doesn't always take that opportunity. He's not a player who always tries to bust a gut to carry the ball forward. Sometimes he likes to look around and get a static play and just to keep possession and recycle the ball and look for opportunities, look for options. He's not like a really hungry attacking player who always drives forward, but he's only 24 years old, so he can be molded into a different kind of maybe more aggressive attacking midfielder if that's the role that would suit Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool's system the most. And Stan Collymore said something very interesting. He has said that he has seen that Liverpool and Manchester United are both going for Alexis MacAllister. He said this one is going to be interesting because it seems like the player himself would like a deal completed quite quickly. That suits Liverpool because Liverpool want to get as many deals done early before the July 1st deadline opens for new signings to be changing clubs. That's when usually a new signing ends their contract at the previous club and arrives at the new club. And Liverpool will start pre-season in July, so Liverpool will want to get as many players in as possible. Stan Collymore said, I expect a lot to depend on who Manchester United's new owners are come the end of the season. If the Glazers do sell up and the Qataris take over, then I would say Old Trafford is where Alexis MacAllister will go, simply because Man United will then be able to put together a new attractive package with a lot of money. However, if that doesn't happen, then Liverpool will have a much better chance of signing MacAllister. He's a very direct, very dynamic, very technical box-to-box midfielder. He's exactly what both clubs need. But with Liverpool actively looking to rebuild their midfield, MacAllister will know that he would play a majorly important role for Jurgen Klopp, and that to some players is equally as important as money. Of course, if Qatar takes over Man United, they can outbid literally anyone, even Newcastle or Manchester City. But there are so many issues around the Man United takeover that I don't think it will be completed before Alexis MacAllister will hopefully sign with Liverpool, because Liverpool want to get this deal done early as maybe May or even maybe in April. We can get a pre-agreement with Brighton. I think MacAllister wants to go. He will tell Brighton that he wants to go. So I think Liverpool have a great chance of signing him. If we get the right financial package down on the table, Brighton will accept it because, yeah, they are a selling club. They can't offer MacAllister the wages to keep him at the club. And they will just find the next really, really young, talented midfielder like Enciso, who scored, or Enciso, not sure how to pronounce his name. He's from South America as well. He's also like a rough diamond, if you like. He scored a brilliant goal against Chelsea. And he's just the next really good, talented midfielder that Brighton found, and they will develop and surely sell him for a big profit like they are doing with Alexis MacAllister. If they sold Caicedo right now, they could fetch 80 million, and he cost absolutely almost 10th of that. So Brighton's recruitment is absolutely brilliant. A hats off to them. I really applaud that, because they built a club out of very little money compared to the big guns, the big teams, the big dogs, if you like, in the Premier League. And they are doing a brilliant job. They are comfortably ahead of Chelsea, and they are ahead of Liverpool, and they are one of the contenders for the top four. We can't deny that. Brighton have played brilliantly this season. They are probably the biggest surprise package of the season alongside Newcastle. Liverpool are also a big surprise, but in the other direction. Nobody expected how shockingly bad Liverpool will be. I'm making this video, by the way, on Monday afternoon, just before Liverpool have played Leeds United, so I can't comment on whether Liverpool have won that game or lost that game. I really hope that we win against Leeds United, but you guys watch this on Tuesday, so let me know how was the Leeds United game. I will of course review the game after it has finished. Pete O'Rourke has also said that Jurgen Klopp will be frustrated. I think any top manager would love to have Bellingham in their side and to be able to work with the young England international, but I think, being realistic, he probably knew that Liverpool right now need more than one player to rebuild. They probably can't afford to be spending over £100 million on one player and Bellingham is going to cost at least 120 million. So I think Jurgen Klopp was right to walk away from that deal. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinion. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a lovely day. See you later. Goodbye.